The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Foley High School for tonight's boys basketball Section 5A semifinal here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350, between the Upsala Cardinals and your Braham Bombers. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. So excited to be here this evening to broadcast yet another basketball game. If we could just keep on going, I would be so very happy. But the Bombers in the section semifinal against Upsala, again, this repeat of last year's section semifinal here in Section 5A. And Braham this time trying to make it a little bit of a, well, not a little bit, a lot of a different story this time around. But I don't want to get into that too deep yet because, well, we've got some sponsors that we need to hear from because, well, simply put, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to bring you this game. We wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast this game. And also, we wouldn't be able to bring you this game for free. That's right. We are not like other places or other streaming services. We bring you this game for free. Yes, it is audio only for playoffs, which, trust me, we hate it. It does suck. But we can still bring you this game for free and all of our other games for free. Even if it's not playoffs and we get to broadcast the game live, we'll be there with video. So even when we're not in the playoffs and we broadcast video, it's free. Yes, free because of our fine sponsors. Just remember that. We are free to listen to. So with that, we're going to go ahead and hear word from some of our fine sponsors. And when we return, we'll dive deeper into how these two teams have done here this year and the keys to the game for the Braham Bombers. You're listening to Playoff Basketball here on WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Looking for bingo with a bang? Saturday, March 28th, 2 p.m. Gun Bingo at Dock Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. You get a chance to win firearms instead of cash. Yep, shotguns, rifles, pistols. Bingo! It's all for a great cause, supporting the East Central Spurs, a local chapter of Pheasants Forever. Great food, great fun, and prizes with a bang. Make a day of it. Visit DocSportsBarSturgeon.com to pre-register. Gun Bingo! Saturday, March 28th, Docks in Sturgeon Lake.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, Like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch Christie and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are ICAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
And welcome back here on Anthem Country WCMP. It's time for our Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. They've got fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Well, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman's so excited to be back out here at Foley High School for this Section 5A semifinal. And it's going to be a good one. It is going to be a good one here. This was the semifinal last year between these two teams, the Upsala Cardinals and the Braham Bombers. Yeah, this was the semifinal last year, and sadly, Upsala won it, but Braham is back. They are the number 1 seed, and they are looking for a little bit of revenge. They're looking to turn the tables here on the Upsala Cardinals and get themselves to the section championship, which will be on Friday at Hollenbeck Hall. But first, they got to get through Upsala. Now, we're going to take a look at how these two teams have done during the regular season and playoffs. Obviously, we will start with the Upsala Cardinals. They come in to this playoff game having a 22-6 record, and I think they're now up to winning 17 of their last 18 games going back to into the regular season. It has been an incredible run for this Upsala team, one of the hottest teams in all of the state in Class Single A. They are 15-1 in section play. Obviously, that does include playoffs. And they're scoring around 69 points per game while giving up 53. Taking a look at their season, again, 6 losses. This season started 5-5 for this Cardinal team. And we take a look. It was 2 wins against Brandon Evansville, then Swanville, then lost to Holdingford Belgrade, BBE. Beat Browerville Eagle Valley, lost to Braham and Benson, beat Verndale, then lost to Osakis. And that was one of their last losses of the season, was Osakis on January 9th. Because they won every single one of their games except a 4-point loss to Piers on February 9th. But since then, it has been all them. Looking at the wins in there, again, none really super close. Parker's Prairie was close. Obviously, the loss to Piers. Osakis was close. You got Pine River Bacchus, that was pretty close. I guess Long Prairie Gray Eagle was close as well. But also, really, not a lot of those teams they beat had a QRF over 100. The closest they had were Benson and Osakis, who have a 98 and 93 QRF respectively. But that doesn't matter, in my opinion, a whole ton, because if you're winning games and you're going on that long of a streak, obviously you're doing something right. And again, they were beating the teams they needed to beat pretty handedly. So it's not like they were not winning by a lot. They were getting it done. And that's what you want to see, especially on a win streak, especially when you're not facing teams that have a QRF that is super impressive. Because QRF is a lot, especially when we go to seedings. They take that into consideration. But looking at this team again, it's been an impressive run for them. And then they come into the playoffs. They were the number 2 seed. They overjumped East Central for that number 2 seed. We'll get to that in a moment. But they hosted St. John's Prep in the first round, and they beat them 81-42. East Central also won their first round over Hinckley Finlayson 72-48. Those teams met in the quarterfinals just this past Saturday. And it was a very, very big-time defensive battle between those two teams. It was a 26-21 difference at half, with Upsala leading. Then Upsala got a hot start to the second half, and then everything kind of cooled off from there because, well, it was all defense and no one just could really find the bottom of the basket. And Upsala would win, nonetheless, 51-32. So, again, albeit a defensive battle, and this team is scoring about 60, 70 points per game, 69, 70 points per game. It was more of a defensive battle, and they were able to stick in it, even in the defensive battle that they had against East Central. Obviously, East Central, a very, very good defensive team. But then we take a look at this Braham team, and there's been kind of a little bit of complacency that they have had to deal with during the regular season, and it's something that I think they were able to get out of the way, and it really looked like it in their last game. But first, they are up to this point 21-7 on the season, 12-2 in section play. They score 83 points per game while giving up 61. They didn't even give up 60, not even 55 points. It was 51 in their last game. But looking at the season, looking at some losses, they fell in the regular season opener to East Central by 9. Their next loss was to Nevis, who might just be the other team coming out of 5A West to, if they were to win, meet them in the section championship. They lost that game by about 16. They won an overtime game over Barnum and then beat Upsala not too long later during the Christmas break by 8. They won a lot of games, but they did lose some games, like a game to Mora, who is in their semifinal tonight against Pequot Lakes. You can catch that over on KBK. But they lost to Mora by 21 points. Then the game after that was kind of a game that I don't think that... if we're looking at games that you want back, you're going to look at this one for Braham and go, oh my gosh, we had to have that one. We should have had that one. Can we please rewind? It's one of those ones where it just makes your skin hurt. You just want back so bad. They lost to Spectrum by 3. Now, don't get me wrong, Spectrum is a good team, but Braham is a very good team, so they lost that one by 3. Now, it was on the road, so maybe that had something to do with it. They did lose to Benson. Now, they lost to Benson by 6. So, not a lot, but still a loss. And they then lost to Esco as well by 9. Their last loss of the season was against Cherry, and that was by 6. Cherry, out of all of their losses, they had the best QRF at 121. They probably played the closest and their best against Cherry in a 6-point loss. Now, again, it was a higher scoring affair. Over 180 points put up in that game total. I mean, that's close to NBA numbers for Pete's sake. But they played really good in that game against a really good team in Cherry, who is, well, more than likely going to be, well, I shouldn't say more than likely, but they're trying to make a run back to the state tournament. And looking at their section, well, they are well on their way because they just beat Cook County 96-58. My goodness, they're in their semifinal here this evening against Barnum. More than likely, that might be a win for Cook County, for Cherry. They would play either Mountain Iron Buell or Deer River out of that section. But looking at the teams that Braham lost to, again, you got a couple in there that's like, we wish we could have played better. They played pretty close. But I think there's also a few games that you look at and go, okay, why didn't we play as well as we could have? I think you look at one like Esco, you look at one again like, I want to say Spectrum just because I think they could have won that game only losing by 3. But then you look at Mora, a team who, now again, we can't compare this and say that, well, because they lost and beat this team that they should beat, that you just can't say that. But Mora did lose to Foley. Foley is a team that was under 500, and I feel like a team that Braham probably would have ran away from, but that was their regular season finale for Mora. They lost by, I think it was 3 in that game, and Braham fell to Mora. So you're looking at that and going, okay, why could we not play our best in that game? What was the difference? Now, sadly, I was not part of that game, so I could not tell you. But I think you're looking and hearing from Adam Hefty about the complacency thing, just the fact that, okay, they may know they're the better team. They may have all that kind of confidence in the world, but it's, are you overlooking this team? Are you not taking them seriously? Are you going in having that confidence of, yes, we are the better team. Yes, we know we're a really good team. Yes, we know we can beat this team by a wide margin. But are you taking them too lightly, and then you're just going in thinking it's going to be an easy win? And that's what we talk about when we're talking about complacency with this Braham team. It's been more or less of, okay, they have the confidence and the skill and the talent to be the better team in almost every one of their games, if not every one of their games. But it's more or less about, okay, are they taking this game to, not seriously enough? Are they overlooking this team just because they might not have the record that, and that's what I look at when I'm looking at some of these losses. I'm going to go to Spectrum real quick just because I am curious as to how that game played out. Now, Spectrum is 17-11. They did just lose to St. Cloud Cathedral. So, I mean, they're a decent team, but did they really beat anybody, in my opinion? Spectrum? No. No, Spectrum really didn't beat anybody. The one team they beat was Heritage Christian Academy, and then I guess you could say Pack Charter, but again, those are kind of... They did beat Melrose, though. That's a big win. That's a big win. They beat them by 3. So looking at some of their games, they did beat some okay teams, but they didn't really beat super good teams, in my opinion, looking at the season, other than Braham would be another one of the biggest ones on that list. So for Braham to fall in that game, I think you're looking at that one, and Braham's going, definitely, yeah, can we please somehow change time, go back and redo that one? Because I think you'd see a much different story if we were to. But that's not the way time works, and you can learn from those type of games, and that is what they did. Now, coming into the playoffs, they did get the 1 seed in the East. They were able to play North Lakes Academy. They took care of business at home, 81-40. Now, that may already seem lopsided, but I heard from Adam Hefty that they still did not play up to their full ability, that they may have took them a little too lightly, that they maybe didn't play their best basketball. Can you imagine beating a team by 40 and you were still not playing your best basketball, not taking a team seriously? That is nuts. That is crazy to me, and I think that only speaks to how good of a team this Braham basketball team is. Now, we'll go a little bit deeper into why it can be an issue with, taking teams lightly and beating them like that. But then in their next round this past Saturday, they played against Swanville. The first half kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start between those two teams. They found their footing a little bit, and Braham held the lead for really the majority of the first half, but Swanville just never really went away. They did not play like a team that was sub 500 record to me. They played a lot better. At the very least, a team who was at 500. And I mean the very least. They played much like a team that was much better. So going into that one, it was pretty close in the first half. Then all of a sudden, at the end of the first half, Braham turned it up a notch. They got some shots to fall. Their defense turned it on. They got some rebounds. They got some turnovers. They turned it into transition. And then they pulled away, leading by over 20, or I think it was exactly 20 at the half. Then coming out of the half, they only allowed 24 points, did their defense, while scoring over 40 to get the victory, 86-51. And it was because Braham came out in the second half. And again, this Braham team likes to set the pace, and they did that in the second half, created turnovers early and often, and they got the 3-game working from Tyler Eklund, who was a little bit slow in the first half. But then it was all Braham, and they pulled away, and, well, they were able to work in some of their backups late in that game, and they got a lot of good time out there. So a lot of good reps for those young guys out there, and man, oh man, Braham 86-51. Now, before we talk about why, beating a team, and you still overlooked them can be bad, we're going to go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors. Enough of me talking. Let's hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back and talk more about this game here for Braham on Anthem Country WCMP.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on WCMP, Anthem Country, 106.5 FM. As we get ready for the tip-off here between the Braham Bombers and Upsala Cardinals here in this Section 5A semifinal. I mentioned before the break that, Braham beat North Lakes Academy in their second round matchup, with technically second round matchup for North Lakes, only first round for Braham, but I digress. That they beat them by 40, and they still were a little bit complacent in that game, and I said, man, you know how scary that is, that they can still beat a team and be complacent like that? Well, it's also dangerous to do that, because you go into a game knowing you're the better team, having that much confidence, and then you don't play as well. Well, sooner than later, that could. Now, I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it could catch up to you in the fact that one team is going to start to see that, and they're going to go, hey, let's jump on them early, or let's jump on them in this spot because, they're not playing up to what they're capable of. So let's just go out and take them while they're not taking us seriously. And that's really what could happen if you are Braham against Upsala. Upsala, a very good team. They played this team last year in this very game, and they fell in that game. Obviously, Braham looking for a much different outcome, but you look at this game, and these two teams, they do not want to lose. You look at a lot of seniors on both squads. We were talking about this Braham boys team last year and how they had a lot of seniors. Now, there are not as many seniors on Upsala squad. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors on their side, and really, well, none of them start for them, which is scary. I mean, it's almost unfair, but you look at kind of a game like that, and or a team like that, and you go, okay, This Upsala team was skilled last year. They lost a couple of seniors last year, but they bring back basically everybody. I mean, this team is going to be good for years to come, but Braham has got to jump out early. Keys to the game here for Braham, and one of the biggest ones, I think, do not take this game lightly. Don't come in thinking, we're the better team, we're just going to blow them away. I mean, it's great that you can have confidence. I think you should have confidence. I think you should know you're the better team. I think you should know that, hey, we're going to do this, that, and the other. But you cannot come out here and take this team lightly. And I don't think they will, but you can't get complacent, especially in a game like this. And then another thing is, I think just set your pace. Don't worry about what Upsala wants to do. If they're going to match your pace, fine. If they're going to try and outdo your pace, fine. Don't worry about that. Just continue to play your game at your pace, and if they start to outrun you, that's fine. Just go back and know that you're going to get things settled on offense so your team can score and keep up. I don't think there is going to be any, necessarily keep up for this team. They're just going to need to play their game and focus. And even if the shots aren't falling early, I think they need to just continue to push through that to understand that, hey, while they're not falling right now, they will eventually, and just don't get on each other, don't get down on each other, don't get upset, don't start, pointing fingers at teammates. Pick each other up, tell each other they're okay, and then get back and go at it again, because that's what they did on Saturday against Swanville. I was really impressed with how they picked each other up and just continued to give each other confidence as the game went along. So those are a few of my keys to this game. It's easy enough to say, stay out of foul trouble, do good at the free throw line. Yeah, those things, obviously, but we wanted to go a little bit I wanted to go a little bit deeper into the game itself. That's going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to get our national anthem, and then after a word from our fine sponsors, we'll be back for your starting lineups here on Anthem Country, 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Did you know that at Pine City Family Chiropractic you can unwind and de-stress with a relaxing massage? Pine City Family Chiropractic is proud to offer massage therapy as an addition to your health and wellness goals. Our therapists are highly trained in many modalities from therapeutic to relaxing. Each of our therapists can customize your session to your specific needs. Call Pine City Family Chiropractic at 320-629-6717 to schedule your massage today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Fall enrollment is now open at Pine Technical and Community College. Whether you're starting out or starting over in your education or career, Pine Technical and Community College is here to help you succeed. Explore brand new labs and program offerings, affordable tuition and scholarship opportunities, all with lakeside housing options. At Pine Technical and Community College, we provide training that gets you hired. Visit pine.edu today and take the first step towards your future.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. It is time for our starting lineups. Before I do, I want to mention that sadly, the Mora boys team season is over. They fell to Pequot Lakes 73-41. So that is unfortunate that Mora lost there. But it's time for starting lineups, and starting for the Upsala Cardinals will be number 1, Calvin Lenners. Number 2, Carson Primus. Then number 4, Sam Lalibert. Number 10, Austin Klein. And number 33, Quinn Guthrie. They are head coach, of course, by Tom Ritters. On the other side for the Braham Bombers, it will be number 1, Garrett Lidke. Number 5, Tyler Eklund. 21, Soren Lilly. 23, Isaac Eklund. And 25, Dominic Knoll. They are head coached by Zach Loy. Or Laliberty, okay. I was quiet for a second because I wanted to make sure. Sam Lalibert, I've heard it many different ways. Lalibert, Laliberty, Laliberte. Well, the PA announcer said Laliberty, so that's what we're sticking with. Because usually they get the pronunciations from coaches well beforehand, so we'll stick with what they say. So those are your starting lineups. As we get ready, the winner will obviously go on to face the winner of Nevis and Sabika in their section championship on Friday at Hollenbeck Hall. As they finish the starting lineups here, Upsala's crowd has really come out big here this evening, as has Braham's. Braham's is also out in nearly full force. You've got the student section for Braham in all black. I see some of the young ladies who will be competing for that team in state tomorrow who have made the trip here. You should be napping. No, I'm kidding. They're here to support their boys' team. Love to see that support. They'll be playing at state tomorrow at Maturi Pavilion on the campus of the U of M. We'll be out there to call that game right here on this very channel. So be sure to tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the Braham girls state tournament game against MIB. And we will be there for that one bright and early. We'll probably start pregame around 10:20, 10:30 for that game. So be sure to tune in tomorrow morning on this very station. Upsala Cardinals, your Braham Bombers, set to go at it in the Section 5A semifinal. We've seen Upsala knows how to push the pace in that East Central game. They know how to push the pace just in general, but they weren't able to score like they wanted to, I think. Braham, it's more or less you got to keep up with us. Here we go. Laliberty, Lidke at center court. And we're underway, and it's going to be won by the Bombers. And it will be Tyler Eklund. He calls for a little bit of a screen from Lidke. He'll take it all the way to the basket and drop it in for two. Tyler Eklund with the early fake give and go as he drops it in for dos. Playing a little bit of full court pressure here. A little bit interesting to see that defense from Braham, especially this early on. I'm surprised we saw that type of defense from this Braham Bomber team this early on in the game. But maybe it's just because they scored and they said, you know what, if we score, we're going to do it. Give on this near side now to Guthrie. Guthrie going to try and drive inside. He'll put up a floater over Dominic Nall. It is going to be rebounded. I think that was Lidke who pulled it in. Lidke will give over to Tyler Eklund. Then they try to pass up the court. I think it's Nall on that far side. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Upsala, so it will stay with the Bombers. Eklund will get set to inbound. That's Tyler. Tyler will look, and he'll lob it into Lidke. He didn't know it was coming, but he's able still to pull it down. Lidke now looking. He'll go to Isaac, now to Tyler on the far side. Tyler looks. He'll lob it inside to Nall, and Nall will put up a shot. It's going to be no good. Well, it is going to be good, but they're going to get a foul here on Upsala. That's going to be on Carson Primus, his first, team's first. And Braham will get set to inbound it again. They'll go on the far side to Lidke, now to Isaac. Isaac looks for Tyler, so instead he'll go to top of the key to Lilly. Soren Lilly going inside to Nall. Nall gets by the defender and lays it in for two. Dominic Nall was not able to have as big a game as he would have liked to against Swanville, but they're getting to him early here in this one. Again, full court pressure being shown here by Braham. They get through it, do the Cardinals. They get over to Guthrie, now over to Klein, back to Guthrie. Guthrie hit a few threes there against East Central that were, this entire team did against East Central. Now a screen for Laliberty for three. That's good. That's the thing about this Upsala team. They can hit threes, and when I say from anywhere and through any type of traffic, I'm quite serious. It's kind of ridiculous how well they can hit those shots. Meanwhile, Tyler Eklund will get the pass from Lidke on the far side. It's going to be no load. Lidke, though, with the rebound and drops it back in for two. Big rebound there for Garrett Lidke. It's 6-3. Full court pressure again being shown by Braham on the far side. It is, couldn't quite see Guthrie, now over, and we're going to get a foul here on Braham. Isaac Eklund looks like he's going to pick up his first. Looks to coach, and he's like, what do you mean? And coach just looks at him and goes, you're okay, keep it up. He almost got a steal out of it, and that would have been, man, that would have been huge. So Upsala holds on to the ball after the foul. Inbound here to Laliberty. Laliberty. Give on this near side to Guthrie. Guthrie looking inside. Now on this near side to Klein. Back to Guthrie. Guthrie guarded by Isaac Eklund. Back top of the key now to Lenners. Lenners will drift to the far side. Give to Primus. No, that's Laliberty again. Now it's Primus. Primus inside now over here to Lenners. Lenners fakes the shot, and now he'll put it up from three. Oh, that was good. That was Lenners for three, and that's not the game that you want to get into with this Upsala team is to try and go all threes because, Upsala's percentage, I don't know what it is on the season, but I know in game in the last two it was pretty good. Meanwhile, three here from Isaac Eklund's going to be no good, rebounded by Garrett Lidke on the far side. He gives now to Tyler, now trying to go inbound to Nall. It's going to be no good. I don't know if there was a hand on that or not, but it's rebounded by Primus. Primus will look, and again, you can tell the pace early on. It's just so fast. These two teams haven't quite settled in. There's a lot of energy on this court right now. It may be a little too much, honestly. Here's a drive. That's going to be no good. Klein can't hold on to the rebound. It's going to be Soren Lilly with it. Soren Lilly will wait, and he'll now hand off to Eklund before the timeline. Eklund past the timeline. Give over to Isaac again for three. That's kind of how it went on Saturday. He missed one, then came back and made the next, and he does there. It's 9-6. Isaac Eklund with a big three in the near side corner. Here come the Cardinals back again. Lenners trying to get around and nearly had it stolen away. Nearly had it stolen away again. It was nearly Tyler, then Isaac, and now a three from Primus. That's going to be off the mark, and Tyler Eklund gets the rebound. Oh, you don't want him out in transition. Now here's Soren Lilly. Lilly will slow it down. He looks at the basket, fakes the shot, give back to Tyler. Tyler on the elbow here. He looks, gives over to the far side to Garrett Lidke. He pulls it down, gets to Isaac, now to Tyler once again. They slow things down this offensive possession. Give over to Lilly on this near side. Lilly going to take it up over the defender. Pretty confident shot, and Nall's going to, no. Going to get him for a push. Yeah, they're going to get him for a push. I thought he was going to get the rebound, but nope, too much over the top. Meanwhile, checking in now for the Cardinals will be 13 and 14. That's Will Schaefer. And 14 is Caleb Guthrie. So those two check in for Upsala. And that's the thing, they go really deep, do the Cardinals. Braham, not so much. They go about 7 deep, maybe 8 at times. Meanwhile, here's the give inside, and now outside. The give is no good as Dominic Knoll will get the rebound here for Braham. Gives up to Eklund on the far side, now to Litke. He decides to take the shot. It's good! Garrett Litke from the far side corner for 3, 12-6. But here comes Guthrie. That's Caleb Guthrie on the far side. Klein now to Lenners. Lenners looking, fakes the shot. He'll drive in, trying to get it over Knoll, and he does. And Lenners will score 2. That makes it 12-8. So far, defense hasn't been as good as either team would like. Meanwhile, Lilly gets himself into a little bit of trouble there. That is going to be, they're going to say knocked out of bounds. That's touched by Lilly. Yeah, he got himself into a bad spot there. And just no one there for Lilly getting open in time. And that's where Braham, if you see that, you just got to get over there. I understand that maybe the play is set up a different way, but you've got to get over there. And meanwhile, here's a jump ball, and the possession arrow points away of the Cardinals. Isaac Eklund draws that jump ball. But Upsala will hold on to it. Lenners will inbound, and he'll go to Laliberty. Laliberty now gives on the far side to Caleb Guthrie, and that's going to come up well short. Soren Lilly with the rebound for Braham. Here's Tyler Eklund. Give up to Knoll. And Knoll, did he have it stolen away? Yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, you could have maybe gotten a foul there, but I don't think there was enough. And so that's going to be wind up a steal. Lenners now give outside here. This is to Caleb Guthrie. Caleb Guthrie over the defender, drops it in for 2. And that's going to make it 12-10. And that will get our first timeout, and that will be by Upsala. So while they take one, we will as well.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, 12:37 to go in this first half. Braham has the 2-point advantage at right now, 12-10 over the Cardinals. As the Cardinals took that first time out. So we're coming out of this timeout, and again, early on, the pace is just crazy, and I think there's just a little bit too much adrenaline right now for each side. I think both teams need to just a little, don't change it drastically, but just a little, maybe take a half to a quarter step back. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund, give on this near side to Soren Lilly. Instead of the 3, he's going to drive to the basket and drop it in for 2. Soren Lilly with his first points. Great patience, not only on the drive, but also on the shot, faking it and then going with the late layup. Meanwhile, Upsala makes their way up the court quickly. Glad I didn't look down. Meanwhile, Laliberty now gives on this near side to Caleb Guthrie. Caleb Guthrie, shot no good, rebounded by Tyler Eklund. Eklund trying to drive inside, kick outside to Soren Lilly for 3, no good, and it's rebounded there by Austin Klein. Meanwhile, now give on this near side to Lenners, trying to drive inside is Guthrie, give back outside to Lenners, he'll put up a 3, and it's going to be good. Yeah, you're going to have to maybe close the gap a little bit. This Upsala team is fearless on taking 3s. They don't care where it's from, they're just going to take it. Meanwhile, here's the give inside to Lidke, and yeah, that was an ill-advised pass. Schaefer's going to take it away on the steal now, give top of the key to Laliberty. He's going to pull it down, give back over to Lenners. Lenners going to fake the shot now. He'll look to Laliberty again. He'll reset things, give on this near side to Caleb Guthrie. Back over, and it's stolen away by Tyler Eklund, and he'll take it all the way and drop it in for 2. Make it 16-13. And that was kind of almost a must-have turnover. Here's another one, and we're going to get a foul. they're going to call that on Garrett Lidke. His first, team's third. And here comes Belden into the game. He'll come in for Isaac Eklund. And checking in for Upsala will be number 3. That's going to be Isaiah Sobiek. Meanwhile, here is Quinn Guthrie on the far side. Give it to Sobiek. Now back to Caleb. Caleb going to drive inside. Poked out from behind. Null going to get the steal, and they're going to get a foul on Upsala. So double whammy there. That's going to get called against Caleb Guthrie, his first, team's second. And the inbound will go to Tyler Eklund. He'll lie down the defender, Caleb Guthrie. He'll slowly pick up the pace, and now he will. And get past the timeline. Keeps his back to the defender, gets a screen from Null. Now he's trying to drive inside. He's going to instead take the 3. The left-handed 3 is good from Tyler Eklund. 19-13. That's the thing with him, is he can dribble, make you think he's driving, and then he stops, pulls up from the, I mean, he's just got that quick twitch muscle down. Here's Laliberty kind of forcing a 3 there. It's going to be rebounded by Soren Lilly. Lilly will give over to Eklund. Tyler Eklund brings it up the court again. Gets into the defender. He lost it. Got it back. Give over to Lilly. Lilly will go through some traffic and drop it in for 2. My goodness, what a play there. I mean, you talk about getting through some anxious moments. Tyler Eklund just keeping his composure. And we're going to get another foul here on Lidke. Yeah, got a little too much contact there. Unfortunately, that is a good call. That will be on Lidke, his second, team's fourth. Get a substitution as Primus will check into the game. And now Noah Ripplinger also into the game. Like I said, this Upsala team goes pretty deep into their bench. So into the game, those 2, and it looks like we've got the rest of the same 5 out there for Braham. Meanwhile, underneath, Carson Primus. We get a foul here offensively on Upsala. We're going to get that on Noah Ripplinger, his first, team's third. So they got a call there, and they will take the basket off the board. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund looking for a screen, backs out of it. Now he's going to decide to drive. Lost it as he went up. He got it back and nearly still put it back up for 2, but it is going to be taken away by Guthrie. Now outside, it's Laliberty who will take the drive. Oh, why didn't he just drive there? Instead, he tries to find another outlet. He's going to go for 3. That one's going to be, in, out, then in. So Laliberty hits that 3. Got a little bit lucky on that one. Meanwhile, here's Lidke. Lidke gives to Eklund. Eklund will take the deep 3. Eklund is good! 24-16, Tyler Eklund. Well, he's feeling it early on. But this game going to be this type of battle until the final buzzer. Meanwhile, they get this one up the court all the way to Ripplinger. He's long on the shot. It's rebounded there by Primus for 2. 24-18, but here come the Bombers back the other way. Eklund will give to Lilly. Lilly on the elbow near side. He looks. He'll wait. Try and go inside to Lidke. Not quite sure why he made that pass. That was really an ill-advised pass. Now here to Quinn Guthrie for 3. That's going to be no good. Tyler Eklund going to get that rebound. Up to Elijah Belden, and Belden will drop it in for 2. Yeah, not quite sure about that one from Upsala. 26-18. And the Cardinals back the other way. Belden does a really good job coming in off the bench as a defender. Doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of points, but defensively, man, he is all over. Quinn Guthrie drive inside. Yeah, that was kind of a, I think he got out of position a little bit. Meanwhile, here's the rebound. Soren Lilly brings it up the court. He looks, spin move, turn back around. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by Ripplinger. Ripplinger will give to Laliberty. Laliberty. He'll give over now to Quinn Guthrie. That's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Lidke. Lidke, he gives back to Eklund. Eklund will bring it forward, gets by 1, now into a kind of a double team. And now give inside to Lidke. Lidke kick out to Soren Lilly as that one was going out of bounds. Lilly's shot going to be no good. Lidke gets it back, can't quite get it to fall. And here's going to be a rebound for Upsala. It's going to be Quinn Guthrie who takes it the other way. Kick on the far side, Carson Primus. He's left alone for 3. That's going to be good. So 25-21, like I said, this is the type of game we're going to be in for all game long. Just under 7.5 minutes to go in half number 1. Tyler Eklund going to take it all the way, and he's going to be fouled, and he will, no, they're going to say no foul, and Tyler Eklund asks, hey, why not? It'll be out of bounds. They'll say off of Upsala, so Braham will hold on to it. And we're going to get a timeout called here by the Braham Bombers. So while they take one, we will as well.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP, 26-21 is our score, 7:19 to go in the first half. Braham holds the lead, but Braham has almost gotten out to a double-digit lead. They've been right there, but then comes Upsala back with a 3 and maybe another nice layup. We got I think they're just working on the maybe shot clock or what. So not quite sure what the conversation was there, but we're back to action as Eklund will look to inbound, and he's going to have to get it in soon. He does to Null. Null going to try and put it around a turnaround jumper through some traffic. It is no good and rebounded there by Klein. Yeah, that one looked a bit tough for Null, and I'm kind of surprised he took that one. Would have liked to maybe see a higher percentage shot. Meanwhile, we're going to get a foul here on Elijah Belden, his first, team's 5th. And it will be 2 for Carson Primus. Primus is good on the first. Yeah, this is not going to be a game where you're going to be able to necessarily pull momentum and start to pull away if you're Braham. You're going to have to continue to battle and fight. And Primus makes them both. So 26-23, and the Braham Bombers bring it back up the court. Again, it's Tyler Eklund. Tyler Eklund looking, kind of scanning the defense. He'll look, give to Belden. Belden will go back to Eklund. Eklund, that was just too far from where he wanted to be, and it's rebounded by Schaefer. Now up on the far side, Klein for 3. That's going to be no good, but it takes a friendly Upsala bounce into the hands of Lenners for the rebound. Primus now to Lenners. Lenners on this near side. He'll look, going back to Primus. Primus back to Lenners. Looking now to Schaefer, and he'll take the shot from 3. It's going to be no good, and it was rebounded there by Klein, I believe. That one going to be no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will be last touch by Braham. So we'll stay with Upsala. Got a couple substitutions here, 1 for each side, as Lilly will check back into the game. Lucas Garrett, by the way, was into the game for Upsala, and I didn't see it. Meanwhile, here's the give on the far side, Lalibert for 3, and that's good. That'll tie us up at 26 apiece. Now let's see how Braham responds. I want to see the response from Braham because that may give us a good idea of how this game is going to go. Because, this could easily turn into Upsala's game if Braham is not able to respond, but also how do they respond? Here's Litke. Litke will give to Isaac Eklund, and we're going to get a foul here on Upsala. They're going to get this one on Lenners. His first, team's 4th. Here's the inbound, and they go to Lidke. Lidke will drop it in for 2. Now, good that he got the 2, but I think what Upsala's going to do is try and make this more of a 3-point shootout, and if that's the case, their percentage right now is awfully high. And it's not going to stay that way the whole game, but at this point, you take it if you're Upsala. Meanwhile, here's Lenners getting a few passes, and they try to go to Primus. Miscommunication there between Lenners and Primus. Lenners thought Primus was going to go to the near side corner. Primus instead was on the elbow, and Lenners made the pass, and well, unfortunately, Primus wasn't there. So it's going to be a turnover, and here comes Braham as they catch maybe a little bit of a break there. Eklund getting kind of a double screen. He's not able to use it as Upsala works through it. Soren Lilly now. They want to go inside to Null. There's just nothing doing right now. Over to Isaac Eklund. Isaac will go to the top of the key to Lilly. Lilly will stop and start. He'll try and drive in through some contact. Drops it in, plus the and one. Make it 30-26. Going to get this foul on Laliberty. His first, team's fifth. And Soren Lilly will try and make it a three-point play. And cannot do so it's going to still just be a 2-point difference as Klein gets the rebound there for Upsala. Give to Laliberty. Laliberty directing traffic, gives on the far side to Lenners. Lenners inside now to, that is Schaefer. Schaefer kicks near side to Laliberty. He gets around one, kick back top the key to Lenners. He had the edge there, I thought, but Lenners will take it inside. He puts up a shot. He's going to roll in. Gets that friendly roll for two. Make it 30-28. Here it comes Tyler Eklund, the floater, the runner. Oh, it gets a friendly bounce there for Tyler Eklund and drops in for two. Ooh, maybe the friendliest of bounces here this evening. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half, 32-28. Bombers with the lead. Schaefer driving to the basket. They're going to get Null for a foul. That'll go against Dominic Null. His second, team's now sixth, so less than ideal there. 4:32 to go as Will Schaefer will shoot two. First one is good. And this one, going to be no good. Rebound there by Lilly. So here comes Tyler Eklund. He'll bring it forward. It's 29-32, or 32-29. There we go. Let's say it correctly. Eklund wanted to go one way. Wasn't quite sure about it, so instead he goes to Lilly. Now in the corner himself. He'll try to go inside to Garrett Lidke. And now we're going to get a foul here on Upsala. And they want to call for a flop, but they do not agree to the referees. It's going to be the sixth team foul here on Upsala. First there on Schaefer. Eklund will inbound. He'll go to, Lidke. Now to Isaac. Isaac trying to go back inside to Lidke, and Lidke will drop it in for two. Rung around the rim a few times, maybe a few more than he would have liked to have seen, but it still makes its way through. 34-29 now, dipping under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Lenners on the far side, gives back there to Guthrie. Caleb Guthrie to Lenners. Now on this near side, Laliberty. Laliberty looking, giving to the corner now to Ripplinger. Noah Ripplinger, he gets through some traffic on the far side to Lenners. He fakes, and now he holds onto it. He'll take the shot from three. That's going to be no good, and rebounded here by Laliberty. Laliberty back over to Caleb Guthrie. Now to Laliberty again. He takes it inside. Shot is up no good, and going to get a foul there. And, not necessarily the greatest call in my opinion, but that's why I'm not a ref. Meanwhile, it's the second foul there on Isaac Eklund, so Laliberty will shoot two. That one's good. 34-30 now. And this one is good as well from Laliberty. So 2 of 2 there, makes it 34-31. Tyler Eklund slowing it down a little bit. He's guarded by Lenners as he brings it forward. Eklund looking, and he fakes the give to Isaac on the far side. Just going to take the shot. Really, I didn't like that one there. Maybe just tried to do too much on that one as it was rebounded by Schaefer. I would like to see him maybe kick out somewhere else. Here's a three by Caleb Guthrie, and that's going to be good. And we're tied at 34 with under 3 minutes to go. Tyler Eklund on the far side. He'll look, then kick to Lilly at the top of the key. He's got a little bit of space there. He won't take the three, but Tyler Eklund will from deep. It's going to be off the front of the rim, right into the hands of Caleb Guthrie. Now we'll see what the response is from Braham, because Upsala can take the lead. Here's the three, going to be off the mark and rebounded by Garrett Lidke. Lidke pulls it down, he hands to Tyler, and Tyler will wait for Lidke to get into the front court with him. And now he starts the play. He fakes the drive on the far side, give to Isaac. Isaac looks, going back to Tyler on the far side. Now to Soren Lilly. Lilly, he'll fake the shot. Now a jumper as well off the mark, but Lidke right there. Can't quite get that one to fall. He misses that one, gets his own rebound for three. That's going to be off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Nall, and he'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. We're going to get this one there on Will Schaefer. His second, team's seventh. Both teams now have 7, as Nall again will shoot 2. And Nall good on the first. So Nall makes the first. And that one's going to be no good. So 1 of 2 there for Dominic Nall. And it was rebounded by, I think, Quinn Guthrie. 35-34. As we have 2 minutes to go in this first half. Primus, no look give to Lalaberty for 3. That's off the mark. And Quinn Guthrie, jump ball. He tied it up with Soren Lilly and Tyler Eklund, and this possession arrow will favor the Bombers. So they get a good tie up there. As Belden will check into the game for Nall. 1:52 left to go, first half. It's been a battle between these two teams. Really no surprise at that. But let's see. Here's Tyler Eklund. Oh, the runner. Yeah, maybe not the most ideal shot there. Gets his own rebound, though, and drops it in for 2. Again, I just think he's maybe pressing the issue a little too much here, trying to do too much. I mean, yes, he did get his own rebound, got it to fall, but at some point, you got to maybe, I don't want to say look elsewhere, but you got to be aware of maybe some better looks. Meanwhile, driving to the basket, here's Caleb Guthrie, and he'll drop it in for 2. That'll make it 37-36. Here come the Bombers the other way. Tyler Eklund with under a minute and a half now to go in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Tyler Eklund, spin move. He's trying to work inside. He's trying to give it to Lidke. Lidke gets it, and now it's out of bounds. Last touch by Upsala, so it will stay with the Bombers. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows the Bombers lead by 1. Brace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Meanwhile, here's the inbound. Eklund will give to Belden, now over to Isaac. Isaac will look back to Tyler. Tyler takes a look, and now he'll drive, trying to give inside to Lilly. Lilly trying to back down the defender. Shots up, and good! Soren Lilly for 2, 39-36, now under a minute to go. On the far side, just kind of guarding the perimeter are the Bombers. This shot from Lalaberty going to be no good, rebounded by Soren Lilly. Lilly with a plethora of rebounds here in the first half. Here comes Eklund. Will he turn on the Jets? No, he'll wait. He'll get a screen from Belden. And now into a double team, now drives baseline. There's nothing there. Where will he go now? Trying to go for the turnaround. Puts it up. It's going to be no good, and we're going to get a foul here on Braham. Yeah. Got to be a little smarter on that. You were all out of position on that one. Soren Lilly's going to get called for the foul. And it'll be a 1-and-1 now for Upsala, as that is the 8th team foul on Braham. As they bring back in Dominic Nall for Belden. So Oliver will shoot a 1-and-1 from the free throw line. 30 seconds to go as the shot clock will be off from here on out. This one going to be good. 39-37. And this one from Lalibert does just get the roll that he wanted, 39-38. Here come the Bombers. Will they try and go for the last shot of the half and bring all that momentum with them? We'll have to wait and see. 20 seconds to go now in the half. Bombers lead by 1. Tyler gets a screen from Isaac. He'll drift to this near side. 15 seconds to go. Tyler back to the top of the key. 10 seconds to go now. Now the play will start. They've got 8 seconds. 7, 6, and now 5 for Tyler. He puts up a shot. It's going to be no good. I like the idea there, but again, I would have liked to maybe see a play set up to where he could have maybe give and go, maybe give inside, back outside. I don't know. I just feel like didn't have enough options there, as Tyler does try to get the final shot of the half. Misses on a little bit of a floater, and that will bring us to our halftime. 39-38, Bombers with the lead over Upsala. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we will have our halftime show, which is brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora.
We're out here on the range today to remind you that high school trap season is almost upon us. And if you or your favorite shooter needs to get geared up, the place to go is Almost Yours Gun & Pawn. They've got the largest selection of new and used firearms, plenty of ammo for practice and competition. They've got archery gear, conceal and carry classes, and loading supplies. So if you're getting ready to head out on the range, make your first stop to Almost Yours Gun & Pawn. Whew, nice one.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on WCMP, it is now time for our halftime show, which is brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified, and if you had an accident, let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. They are your collision and mechanical needs. There for your collision and mechanical needs. You knew what I meant. But take a look at the halftime score. The Bombers lead by 1, 39-38 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Leading the way for the Upsala Cardinals, it is Sam Lalaberty with 13, 10 for Lenners, 7 each for Caleb Guthrie and Carson Primus, and then 1 for Will Schaefer. They had 3 steals and 17 fouls. On the other side for the Braham Bombers, leading the way was Tyler Eklund with 14, 9 for Lidke, 8 for Soren Lilly, then 3 for Isaac Eklund and Null, and 2 for Elia Belden. They had 2 team steals and 8 team fouls. Taking a look at the rebounds there in the first half, it was Garrett Lidke who led the team with 8, followed by Soren Lilly with 6. So early on, it's really hard to, well, no, it's really not, but neither team had an advantage there in that first half. Neither team really was able to swing momentum on their side. Neither team was, I thought, the better team. I think this is as even as a matchup as you are going to see in Section 5A East. I think this is one of the more even matchups that we have seen here this year, based just on talent, on paper, on score, I mean, whatever it is. This is a really even matchup between these two teams, and the Braham Bombers, although there were a few points in that first half where it was like, okay, they don't need to panic, but they do need to kind of pick things up and make sure they make this next one. Otherwise, Upsala may take the lead. Now, Upsala never led in that first half, which is weird to think about. It was Braham from the get-go, and I was wondering kind of what it would look like if Braham had lost that lead to Upsala. Was Braham going to be able to come back? Were they going to be able to get out of that funk that they were in and be able to take back over the game, or what was going to happen? But luckily, they never had to worry about that because they never surrendered the lead. It was tied a couple times, but Upsala never claimed that lead. So that was one of the biggest things here in this first half, is that Braham was able to hold on to that lead. Now, there were a few scoring runs put up by Upsala, which is to be expected. You can't go into a basketball game and not expect a few scoring runs to happen. It's just going to happen. That's part of the game. But in those scoring runs, in my opinion, again, this is just my opinion. This doesn't mean it's fact. This doesn't mean it's true. And I could be a fool for saying it. His coach should come out and say, hey, this is what was happening. And obviously, what he says is way better than what I have to say, but because he knows the game better and his team. But I thought on those runs that, and there were only a couple that Upsala had, that Braham was not taking high percentage shots. That they were, although they push the pace and it looks like they're rushing things, they're not. They just push the pace. That's how fast they go. But I thought on those runs that a few of the things that happened was, one, they were just too far out in front of themselves by a couple of steps. And it wasn't by much, but I said it a little bit. I said they need to gear down maybe just a half step. I think that's what I said in there. Again, it wasn't like they needed to just fully take a full step back. Just a half step for them to be able to get back into motion and kind of get things to go back their way. Then I thought the other thing was they just weren't taking high percentage shots. I thought they were rushing the shots. I thought they weren't taking good enough looks at the basket, and they were rushing the shots just a little bit in those scoring runs that Upsala had. They I don't want to say selfish because you don't know what the play is. Maybe it calls for that one player to hold on to the ball and he takes the shot, and it's on the rest of the team to try and have good fakes. So I can't say it was selfish, but without knowing the play, I would say it kind of seemed like a little bit of selfish play by a couple of the players. Again, that doesn't mean that's what it was. It just means that's what I observed. Because, again, I don't know the play call. So without knowing the play call, that's what it looked like there. It looked like it was a little bit of selfish play. And they didn't take the highest percentage of shots. They didn't do, they weren't passing the ball really well and getting themselves open. And they got themselves into a couple of spots. There was one there where one of their players got down on the baseline, just kind of got himself into a really bad spot, he got himself locked up by the defender, and he really had nowhere to go. It wound up being a turnover. So if Braham can avoid, rushing their shots, not, taking the high percentage shots, and even though those things did happen, they kept their composure. They stayed focused on what was at hand. And I think that was the biggest thing, is they just kept their composure. They never lost said composure, and that might be the story of the first half, is just composure. They kept it, and that allowed them to stay one ahead of the Upsala Cardinals in that first half. So that is going to do it for our halftime show, brought to you by Helms Auto Body and Glass and Mora. We are going to go ahead and get ready for our second half of action. Tell you what, we'll have a quick 30 seconds and we'll be back.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on WCMP, we're ready to go for the second half of action. Winner will advance to play Nevis, or who was the other one? Sabika? Yes, in the section championship game on Friday at Hollenbeck Hall. Here's the shot. It is going to be no good. It winds up back in the hands of Klein. And now a three here. That's going to be no good, and Soren Lilly will grab the rebound. Quickly up the court they go, trying to go to Lidke, and it is going to be off of Lidke's hands, out of bounds, and it will go back to Upsala. I was kind of curious about that pass. It was a deep pass, which is okay, but I just thought that there was a little bit too much traffic. You really had to thread the needle there. And, well, it was just too far out in front, and he had to reach his hand. And although it was tipped by the defender, he was the last one to touch it as it did go out of bounds. Here is Laliberty for three. That's going to be off the mark, and rebound there for Soren Lilly. Well, Lilly's picked up the pace on these rebounds. Meanwhile, they go up the court quickly, and Lidke is going to get called for the charge. Yeah, a little too much on that one. Lowered that shoulder a little bit, and yeah, unfortunately, that's a good call. That's going to be his third foul, and again, they're not in necessarily foul trouble, but they don't go so deep, so that puts them into foul trouble because they don't go as deep. So now you've got Isaac Eklund and Null with 2 fouls, and now you've got Lidke with 3 early on in this second half, so less than ideal. Meanwhile, a shot from 3 is going to be off the mark, goes up and over the backboard, so it will go back to Braham. Braham tries to get out in transition real quick on the last few positions. This time they'll slow it down and go through a set offensively. They'll try and work it inside to Lilly, and right now they're forcing things. They're just forcing things inside, and it's not so much that they're forcing things, it's just they're not in position for these plays right now. Not in good position for these plays right now, and they're paying the price with 3 straight turnovers to begin the second half. Meanwhile, here's Lenners. He'll give now to Quinn Guthrie. He makes one defender miss, drives inside. It's going to be off, and Soren Lilly will pull it in. All of a sudden, these two teams not shooting well to begin the second half. Well, we haven't seen Braham shoot yet, and so meanwhile, we'll get a foul here on Upsala. It'll be on Klein, his first, team's first of the half. Inbound to Tyler Eklund, goes now to Isaac. Isaac over to Tyler. Tyler's going to take a 3, maybe to set the tone, and that's going to be no good. Rebounded by Null, and Null will put it up for 2. 41-38. A little bit of a slow start for both these teams in this second half, but Braham will score first, and although it's not a tone setter, it should help at least maybe get things going. Meanwhile, here is Quinn Guthrie to drive. Blocked by Null, and it is. We got a foul there on Upsala. It has to be no. Well, he was definitely pushed down as he went for that ball. Or maybe they'll say it was incidental contact. It looked like he was pushed, though. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Braham, so it will stay with Upsala. And the inbound here to Lalaberts. Now to Lenners, inside to Guthrie. Guthrie underneath to Primus, and Primus will drop it in for 2. 41-40. I think Braham's largest lead was 8 there in that first half. They haven't gotten really close since. Here's Tyler Eklund. Tyler Eklund picks up his dribble, gives to Lilly. Now to Lidke on this near side to Isaac. Isaac back to Lidke, trying to go underneath to Lilly. There's just not much there, but soft touch by Soren Lilly, and he'll drop it in for 2. 43-40. Here come the Cardinals. Now on this near side, Lenners. Lenners over to Quinn Guthrie. Guthrie, drive inside, off the glass, no good, and it's Lidke with his 9th rebound. Here's Tyler Eklund. Oh, nice move. Nice move again. Taking it all the way to the basket, lays it in for 2. Tyler Eklund just gets so low, and he's so shifty. You see that from his football. I mean, my goodness. Just crazy how he can be so wiggly. He's like rubber. Meanwhile, here's past the top of the key to the Lenners from inside. Now Guthrie's going to take the 3. That's going to be off the mark, and Lidke with another rebound. That'll be his 10th on the evening. Tyler Eklund quickly up the court here to Soren Lilly, and he's going to drop it in for 2. And it'll be a timeout here for Upsala. Upsala with the 32nd timeout. That means we'll keep it here. 47-40. The 8-2 run to begin the second half for Braham. The Bombers trying to continue this march, but as we get this timeout here by Upsala, I want to just remind you that coming up here at the end of this month, beginning of April, we're going to be doing a Winter Sports Athlete of the Season. We've been doing a Player of the Week thanks to Pine Insurance Agency, but now we get to do an Athlete of the Season, which is just a great opportunity to continue to highlight our local players. We're kind of going to do a bracket, and we'll allow the Google spinner to pick the next group that moves on. So we'll start at like 32 or something, then we'll go down to whatever, and then down to the next, and then down to our final 4, then our final 2. So we'll pick a girl and a boy for each station. So coming up again at the end of this month and the beginning of next. Meanwhile, into the game, Caleb Guthrie, he drops in a 2 and makes it 47-42. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund bringing it up the court. He's going to take the 3. He says no fear, but that one's going to be off the mark. Garrett Lidke gets the rebound. He turnaround jumper is going to be no good, and Soren Lilly, yes, gets the rebound back. He'll try and drive. He almost lost it, and he did, but Tyler Eklund gets it back. Now give underneath to Eklund, and Eklund puts it up and in for 2. Well, that was a chaotic possession, but Braham somehow still comes away with points. That's a big possession for Braham. Caleb Guthrie inside, wanted to go for the big jump. That's going to be, well, then Primus will come up short, and he tried to throw it back in, but I think it went off of the hands of Caleb Guthrie and out of bounds, so it will go back to Braham. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund to bring it up the court. Eklund will look to the far side. He's got a lane to drive, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to line and shoot 2. We're going to get this one on Isaiah Sobiek. And Tyler Eklund will now shoot 2. Eklund's first one is good. 2 in, 2 out for Upsala. And Tyler's second one is good as well. So Eklund is 2 for 2 on that trip to make it 51-42. Still a lot of game left though, so they can't take their foot off the brake. Foot off the pedal. They gotta go. This is now the time to push it down. Well, here's Caleb Guthrie. He'll pull up the jumper. Gonna be no good. Klein was there with a good position, but it'll be Nall to tie it up for the jump ball. And the possession arrow points the way of Braham. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund to bring it forward. Eklund will shift to this near side. He's going to find that lane again. And this time it's going to be no good and rebounded by Lenners. Yeah, that one was a little bit outside from where he wanted to go, but almost got it there, but came up just short. Upsala moving this ball around. Klein to Caleb Guthrie, and Guthrie was able to get that one to fall. That's a pretty good play setup right there. 51-44. Here's Eklund. On the far side is where he'll start. Now give to Isaac at the top of the key. Isaac pulls it down, gives it back over to Tyler. Tyler going to try and drive. Now give back to Soren Lilly. Lilly looks at Tyler. Instead, he'll bring it up to Isaac Eklund. Now trying to go inside to Lidke. Lidke with the floater. Going to be no good. He gets his own rebound and drops it in for two. 53-44. Upsala back up on offense. Laliberty gives to Lenners. Now to Klein. Klein gives to Caleb Guthrie for three. That's good. It was only a matter of time before Upsala was going to start to hit the threes that they were missing early on. Here's Tyler Eklund. He'll drive, and he'll lose it out of bounds. It was knocked out by Klein of Upsala, so Braham will hold on to it. And Tyler will inbound. He wanted to go to Knoll or Lidke, but instead he'll have to go to Lilly at the top of the key. There was just nothing there for those two. Fake give from Lilly. Now over to Isaac Eklund for three. That's going to be off the mark, and Lidke can't pull it down. Klein will for Upsala. Lidke, instead of being too aggressive, let it go. Realizing, I might get a foul call if I'm a little too aggressive. Here's Klein, now to Lalibert on the far side to Lenners. Lenners gets around one defender, gets around another. Give on this near side to, that is Will Schaefer for three. Yeah, like I said, this team is really good from three. Even though they missed the first few, it's only a matter of time before they start to hit them again. So it's now 53-50. And again, Braham was up by, 8 again. And they again are now only up by 3. Here's Lidke on the pass. And he drives to the basket, drops it in for 2. Put that ball out there a little bit in traffic, but he's able to get it to fall. 55-50. But on the far side, it's Caleb Guthrie. Kick top of the key to Will Schaefer. That one, hard off the glass and in. And he makes it 55-53. Meanwhile, here's Tyler Eklund. He fakes the give to Isaac, and here's a three that's going to roll off. And all of a sudden, Upsala's gotten hot from three. Not the position you want to be in if you're Braham. So again, here's the spot that they were kind of in the first half a couple times. A little bit of a scoring run by Upsala. Now, not all of them were threes, but a good chunk here are, and now they've got another chance. That one's good. Well, like I said, it was not going to be good because Upsala had gotten hot. And there you go. There you have it. Well, it's going to be a timeout by Braham, so we'll take one as well.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Well, a run here by the Cardinals has turned this game into theirs now as they lead by 1, but it's the run and their high shooting percentage from 3. That's why I say they now have all momentum, and that's the thing. Braham just went a few possessions without scoring, and unfortunately in this game, you can't have that. You can't have a few possessions where you don't score. You got to be scoring on nearly every single one of your possessions just to keep the pace. Otherwise, you're going to fall behind. Upsala did for a little bit. Then they got the 3 working, and now all of a sudden, they're right back in it. Well, not just right back in it. They have the lead. Lidke now has the ball for Braham as he will look and try to go inside to Knoll. Yeah, They were forcing things there, and Upsala just, I mean, they knew it was coming. Gotta be smarter on those passes for if you're Braham, and now another three from Schaefer. This one is going to go long, though, and it's going to be, it was rebounded by Lalibert on the far side. Shot's no good, but he's fouled. We're going to get this one on Null, his third, and well, now if you're Braham, you just got to keep your head up and not play solid defense. Meanwhile, here is the shot, no good from Lalibert. Lalibert good on that one. So 1 and 2 there makes it 57-55. Eklund quickly up the court to Belden, trying to go inside to Null, and again they force it. I mean, if you're Braham, you just can't have those last two possessions. You're forcing the ball inside. You gotta go elsewhere. I mean, this easier said than done, but now all of a sudden it's a much different game. It's 60-55 now, and everything's going Upsala way. Tyler Eklund inside to Lilly, and he'll finally get a drive, and he's fouled. They'll go to the line and shoot two. This one's going to go against Lenners, his second, team's third, and Soren Lilly will shoot two. So there's a little bit of a conversation here at the scorers table, and referee is not sure what it was all about, but meanwhile, Soren Lilly's good on his first. Now they needed to score, even if it was from the free throw line. They needed that one. Oh, they are going to say one of those threes from Upsala was a 2. Meanwhile, Lilly gets the friendly bounce there. So instead of this being 57-60, it's 57-59. I don't know who they say had the 2. So interesting. Yeah, one of these guys had a 2. Meanwhile now, here's Guthrie, give to Schaefer. Schaefer is good on the 3. Yeah, they're just too good from 3 right now. Here comes Tyler Eklund back the other way to score. They needed that one, 62-59, but obviously Upsala just feeling it right now. And when they're hot from 3 like this, there's really almost no stopping them. You need a big stop right now defensively. Here's Klein, give it to Caleb Guthrie. He'll try and shift, and back to Schaefer. That one's going to be no good, and another foul. This is going to be 4 on Lidke. That'll be his 4th, and Belden wants to check into the game, and this is a guy you don't want to lose if you're Braham. He's your kind of your post guy. He can hit the threes too, but he does a good job of rebounding, and that's now another thing too, is that Braham is not doing a good job rebounding the ball on defense. They need to do a much better job of rebounding defensively, because they're just allowing all the shots for Upsala to go in. Oh, they're going to call that good? That was way before the shot. Oh, my heavens. Soren Lilly's going to get called for the foul. That was way before the shot. They need to rethink that one. My good gracious. Lilly asking a question as to kind of what was the foul. I think there's just a question as to who had the foul. Meanwhile, Caleb Guthrie makes it a 3-point play. 65-59. so they're going to get it on 31, not on Soren Lilly. So Lilly will still have one. Belden now has two. 65-59. Still plenty of time here in this game. As Tyler Eklund going, and he's going to draw the foul. We're going to get this one on Schaefer, his third. Upsala does not quite agree with that call. There's a substitution for Upsala, 65-59. Good job there by Eklund just to draw the foul. They'll try and inbound now. There's nothing there. He's got to get it in quickly. He does to Null. Null is being all sorts of bothered. And Belden to the basket, and he drops it in for two. Well, they're going to need more than that on one of these possessions. Well, more than anything, they're going to need a defensive stop because for the last 3-4 minutes, they have failed to get one. And another one. Caleb Guthrie again from three. Like I said, you don't want to get into this type of game with Upsala. And they have, and now it's all Upsala. They need a stop. And I mean, they not just need, they have to have it. If they don't get one soon, it's going to get out of hand real quick. They're going to get a foul here on Primus, his second, team's fourth. And Null is at the line to shoot two. That one's good. 68-62. Litke is going to check back into the game for Isaac Eklund. He has 4 fouls, let's remember. And Null, no good. So 1 of 2 there for Null that time around. And it's 68-62. 6-point game. Another one. And this one's going to be no good, but it's another offensive board for Upsala, and you just, I mean, it's just all going their way. Now a 2 for Guthrie. 70-62. Isaac Eklund to the basket. He'll drop it in for 2. 70-64 now, and a timeout called here by Braham. It'll be 30 seconds in length, and we'll take one as well.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets Central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
7:10 left here in the game. Braham trails by 6. They were up by as much as 8 here in the second half, and then it's been all threes for Upsala since then. Yes, they've had a few jumpers in there from 2, but it's been mainly all threes here in this second half for Upsala. And like I said, that's not a game you want to get into. Upsala was able to, well, I should say Braham was able to get Upsala to miss on a few of those threes to begin this second half. And then after that, it's been nothing but swishes. So Braham needs to, I mean, again, easier said than done, but simply put, they need to make a stop defensively because they have not gotten really any defensive rebounds for a long time. Primus for 3. That one's no good, and Tyler Eklund is going to grab the rebound there for Braham. He'll bring it forward, look to Coach Eklund for the call, and he's just going to take the 3. That's going to be no good. Leonard's with the rebound. Up to Klein on the far side. He's left alone, and that's going to be no good, and Null will grab the rebound. Eklund to bring it forward once again. Calling for a screen, hands to Lilly instead. He'll now hand to Eklund. That's Isaac at the top of the key. Now Tyler. Tyler on the near side elbow, going to try and drive inside. Draws the foul, and he'll go and shoot 2. This will go on Klein, his second, team's 5th. I have it as 6th. Yeah, it is the 6th. Okay. Eklund, no good on the first. So this game's still well within reach for either side to get a win, but Braham needs to get things going, and Tyler misses on both. And that is not what you want to have if you are Braham right now. You need, each possession you need to be scoring, unfortunately, at this point of the game. Here's Will Schaefer driving to the basket. He drops it in for 2. Yeah, it's just all going Upsala's way right now, and Braham just can't get a stop. They've just got to get momentum in some way, because right now they have none. Isaac Eklund will try and do that with a 3 here. That's going to go off the mark, and it'll be Upsala with the rebound, and they drive all the way. It's a 10-point game. Oh boy, how the turntables have. (74-64). Tyler Eklund just trying to get something going. There's just nothing moving offensively, and now they've got to force things, and this is what I mean. This is where it's starting to not fall apart, but things are unraveling for Braham. Schaefer drive inside. Gonna draw the foul. That's gonna go against Null, his 4th. So Will Schaefer will shoot 2. First one is up and good. And this one, no good. So 1 of 2 there for Schaefer, as this one is rebounded by Lilly. Getting now down to 5 minutes to go in this game, and Braham has got to get things going. Now we're gonna get a charge on Braham. They're just not being smart out there. They're playing reckless, and they're just not, I mean, they're overthinking it right now. They're just not playing smart. They gotta settle down. They gotta focus, because it's just, I mean, yeah, they just gotta refocus here. Shot. Well, that gonna put them up by 13 now. Tyler Eklund, the floater. You don't get that one to fall. Well, I mean, it's good that he gets that one, but I mean, they have to make a stop. They just gotta make a stop. That one's going to be no good, and that's going to be rebounded. I think that was Isaac Eklund. Soren Lilly, no good. Rebound no good there by Lilly, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Braham. Still time left here for Braham, but they've got to get things going, and they got to do it quickly. Meanwhile, obviously, Upsala going to probably slow things down now, go through some more offensive sets instead of shooting basically just at will. I mean, they've been open, don't get me wrong, so it hasn't been necessarily at will, but here's the shot, and it's good for Klein, another 2. Yeah, well, when it's just going your way, it's going your way. And it's been all Upsala here in this late second half. Another Isaac Eklund 2. Again, good, because he's keeping them in it, but defense has got to make a stop one way or another. Now we're up to 3.5 minutes left. I mean, if you don't make a stop, it's, they just can't get a stop right now. 81-68. Here's Isaac Eklund, drive inside, now trying to drive again. It's going to come up short. But there's Dominic Nall. He got the rebound. There was a little bit of a foul there, and A long two by Isaac Eklund. 81-70, and Braham has just been unable to make a stop. Meanwhile, they get a rebound this time, and now going to try and take it to the basket, but we're going to get a foul here on Upsala. 2:52 to go. Klein will pick up that foul, his third. It will be the team's seventh. Eklund, I think it'll be a 1-and-1. Yes, it will be a 1-and-1 here for Eklund. Isaac Eklund is good on that one. Those overrated chants get shut up real quick. A little bit of justice there from Tyler. Tyler Eklund, good on that one. Well, they're trying to chant and get in his head, but he just said, whatever. Keep it coming. It might just help him. 81-72, 2:45 to go. We're going to get a timeout here called by Upsala. And it'll be a full, so while they take one, we will as well.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
81-72 is the score. Braham trails the Upsala Cardinals here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, their board-certified orthodontists, are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can find out more at embracemn.com. So Upsala did call the timeout, and they'll have the ball out of it. 2:46 to go. 9-point difference, but again, Braham has to make the stops, and then they got to go and score. It's going to be a tall task, especially with the way Upsala has been shooting here in the second half. Well, nearly a steal there. Lalibert somehow gets out of it. Give here to Caleb Guthrie. He loses it, somehow gets it back. Lalibert draws the foul. Plus the and one. That foul going to go against Soren Lilly, his second. Now Lalibert trying to make it a three-point play. That was good. 84-72, and Belden will fake the shot. Now he's into a little bit of a trap. Stuck, he'll give it out to Soren Lilly. Now over to Isaac Eklund. Now to Soren Lilly. You know, I was going to say, I'd like to see him take a few more shots, but it's going to be no good, and Lalibert will get the rebound. And obviously now Upsala just going to waste time. Caleb Guthrie, another three. Well, that might do it. With under 2 minutes to go, that might have just sealed it. Give underneath to Nall, and Nall will get it to fall there. It's going to be 87-74. Well, Braham will take a full timeout, and we'll go ahead and do that as well.
Hey, Mark.
I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Here at Pine City Family Chiropractic, we want to help you feel your best every day by offering a variety of services to help you recover from an injury, perform your best at sports, or just to help you unwind after a long work week. Let our team of highly trained chiropractors, massage therapists, and acupuncturists help you rest, recover, and restore your physical and mental well-being. Call us today at 320-629-6717 to schedule your next wellness day.
Back here on WCMP, 13 points is a tall task here to get done if you're Braham with only a minute 41 to go. They gotta have all the stops, and then they've got to have, well, a lot of points. That's a lot to ask, but it's not impossible. We've seen crazy things happen, especially in the playoffs. And that's, knocked out of bounds. They're going to say by Braham. There you go, get a hand on the ball. They'll go with the deep inbound here to Lenners, and obviously they're going to move this ball around to try and just waste time, and Lolliver will kick outside, and now 10 seconds to shoot. A three from Lollibert is going to be off the mark, and Soren Lilly gets the rebound. Belden, no good, but he's fouled. He'll go and shoot two. I'll get this one on Lollibert, his second. Belden's first one is up and no good. And Belden's good on that one. So 87-75, obviously trying to play full court press, and gonna get a foul here on Soren Lilly. That'll be his third. So that'll send Upsala to a 1-1. It will be Lollibert at the line for said 1-1. First one is good. And that one no good. Rebounded there by Lilly. And they'll take a three with Belden. That'll come up short. Soren Lilly will get the rebound and can't get it to fall for two. And we'll get Null, who gets this one back as well. Gonna get that one on Shea for his fourth. At this point, I don't think they're taking him out. 88-75, and unfortunately, this may be over. Null is going to come up short on that one. Null, that one no good as well. And that will pretty much seal it up, unfortunately, for Braham. Man, what a great season they had. As Belden will get a steal to the basket for two. But Man, 11 points, 38 seconds to go. Bombers need 11 in that amount of time. It's going to be really tough. This will be 30 seconds for Braham. Obviously, you need inbound steal. You need a steal off the inbound, and then, well, so here's how it needs to work. Steal off the inbound, score. Steal off the inbound, score. Steal off the inbound, score. And you'd like for all those to be threes. So you'd like to get 4 in a row with 4 threes, make it an 89-88 game. But that's a tall task. So Upsala makes their way back out onto the court. Again, 38 seconds to go. Shot clock, game clock separated by about 3 seconds, and it was that run that Upsala went on. Well, not just the run, they just got hot from 3 as well, and that really was the difference. And now Tyler Eklund forced to foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Upsala. It'll be Lalibert. No, they're going to say it's Lenners who will be at the line for the 1-and-1. And that one's good. So 89-77. And that one rattles through. So he's good on both, and that will pretty much seal this one up, 90-78. As Belden on the far side will take a long 2. It's going to go off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Belden. Now here to Lilly. Kick to Isaac Eklund for 3. That'll be no good. Soren Lilly for 2. That's going to be no good. Foul here on Braham. Third's rebounded by Upsala. And I think that was on 25. If it is, yes, it's on. No, that's his 5th. And sadly, season coming to an end here for Braham. Eric Duvernay will check into the game. As it'll be 2 for Klein, as the Bombers have 10 team fouls. And Klein does not get that one to fall. And neither that one. It'll be rebounded. I think it was Tyler Eklund. And he's going to be no good. Eric Duvernay will get the rebound and 2. That makes it 90-79, and that's going to do it. So the final here in this one, the Bombers fall to Upsala 90-79. And their season will sadly come to an end again in the section semifinal to the Upsala Cardinals. Well, we'll be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City, coming up after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Looking for bingo with a bang? Saturday, March 28th, 2 p.m. Gun Bingo at Doc Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. You get a chance to win firearms instead of cash. Yep, shotguns, rifles, pistols. Bingo! It's all for a great cause, supporting the East Central Spurs, a local chapter of Pheasants Forever. Great food, great fun, and prizes with a bang. Make a day of it. Visit DocSportsBarSturgeon.com to pre-register. Gun Bingo! Saturday, March 28th, Doc's in Sturgeon Lake.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, they're doing the subsection trophy ceremony, and Braham will come up second in 5A East. And man, what a run for this team. Taking a look at these stats here for Braham, leading the way was Tyler Eklund with 28, 15 for Garrett Lidke, 14 for Soren Lilly, Dominic Null with 8, 7 for Elijah Belden, 5 for Isaac Eklund, and 2 for Eric Duvernay. You had 15 rebounds for Soren Lilly to lead the team, 12 for Garrett Lidke. They only had 3 steals. They had 1 block and 18 team fouls. Man, this is really tough for Braham. A good, deep senior, well, maybe not so deep, but a good senior crew that they were bringing back from last year that they were looking and going, you know what, this is our year. This is the year we're going to do it. They lost to Upsala in the section semifinal last year, and they fall to them again. But, man, this senior group, they thought, I mean, and to be fair, this was a really good crew this year. This was a dandy of a senior group, and obviously they missed the guys that they had last year, but the seniors I should mention, but this year, man, it's a tough way to end the season if you are Braham. And just can't say enough about Braham and what they did this year. Fun season, great to see how well they did. And, you know, for these young men, I know there's a few of them who do play spring sports, but it's going to be tough to see these guys go. It'll be tough to see them graduate for this basketball program, and this program will be very young next year. So it'll be interesting to see who is going to step up into those senior spots and take over as next year's starters. And when you start to think about that, it seems like it's so far away. And when you get to deeper into thinking about it, you know, you look at it and it's like, okay, it is far away. But then you get to the season and it's like, oh, man, the playoffs are so far away. You start in November and it's like, oh, man, playoffs are so far away. But now you get to this point and it's like, the season just started 2 weeks ago. What do we do? So it's been a fun ride, man. It has been so crazy fun to see. It has been an honor and a blessing to watch this Braham basketball team do what they've been able to do over the last few seasons. Won't end the way that they would have liked it to, but they certainly should not hang their heads. They had, again, a fantastic season, a 20-plus win season, and they should hold their heads high about how they performed this year. Again, yes, it will end at the semifinal, but man, oh man, what a run it was for this team. And just looking at the guys who will be back, you know, you'll bring back guys like couple of the brothers, but Soren Lilly will be back. You'll get Dominic Nall back. So those are the two guys who will be back for next year. But other than that, it's going to be fairly young for this team next year and inexperienced. And it'll be interesting to see who's able to step up. We've seen Elijah Benzen. We've seen Tanner Doble. We've seen Matthew Bloomdahl, Wyatt Eklund, Gage Lidke, J.J. Rizam. It'll be interesting to see those guys who are able to step up and kind of take those spots for next year. And fill in those shoes. But, man, what a season it was for these seniors. We'll talk about these seniors here. Eric Duvernay, Garrett Lidke, or Tanner Doble is one of the seniors. I apologize. Tanner Doble, Tyler Eklund, Wyatt Eklund. Oh, Wyatt Eklund is one of the seniors. I didn't think he was. Wow. Wyatt Eklund is a senior, so Isaac Eklund and Elijah Belden, all seniors for this Braham squad. And like I said, it's a large senior group, and coming into this year, they all kind of felt like, hey, this was going to be the year. This was going to be the year they were able to do it and get back to the state tournament. And unfortunately, it is going to come up just short. And again, they fall to Upsala. And sadly, it's they kind of similar. Although last year's game was not as close in the second half, this year's game really close in the second half, and then all of a sudden, Braham was struggling to find a basket, and Upsala got hot from three, and they could not miss, and that's why it was similar to last year, because last year in the game against Upsala, well, Upsala just couldn't miss from three, and that was the difference here in this one, is Upsala just got hot from three and stayed hot, and they just could not miss from long range. So tough way for it to end for Braham. And just, again, huge shout-out to this team. It's been awesome to be able to watch this team and see what they've done and see what all they've been able to accomplish and what they've done over the years. And just been a blessing to be able to cover this team as long as we have. So although it ends a lot sooner than we would have liked it to, what a great season it was for them. But they'll certainly be out there tomorrow to support the Lady Bombers, as the Lady Bombers will play at the state tournament at on the campus of the U of M at Maturi Pavilion. They'll be the first game of the day for Class Single A. They'll play at 11 a.m. against Mountain Iron Buell, a team who they lost to early in the season by 16. So there's a chance that they could pull off a little bit of what would consider to be an upset there in that game. Whether they win or lose that game tomorrow, they will play again on Friday. So if they win, they'll play on Friday at noon at Williams Arena. If they lose that game tomorrow, then they'll play at Gengelhoff Center at 10 a.m. So, Gengelhoff Center is over at Concordia University St. Paul. I was able to be there one year. It's an awesome place to be. Obviously, we don't want them to go there. We want them to be at Williams Arena Friday and Saturday, because Friday would mean they're in the semifinals. Saturday would mean they're in the state championship game, and this Braham team is certainly a team that can compete for a state title. So we'll be sure to tune in tomorrow. We'll be out there for the Braham girls, who play bright and early at 11 a.m. at Maturi Pavilion. Be sure to head on out there if you can. If you can't make it, don't forget, we'll bring you that game for free. We will be there and broadcast that one live on air. Again, we won't be able to do video because it is the state tournament, but we will have it covered on our airways for free thanks to our fine sponsors. And again, at 11 a.m. on this station. We'll start pregame at around 10:20, 10:30, so be sure to tune in for that one. Well, congratulations to Braham on a great season, and wish those seniors nothing but the best of luck on whatever they have coming up, whether it's spring sports or preparing for college or the workforce after school. We wish them nothing but the best of luck. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, our loyal listeners for tuning in here to tonight's game. We fully appreciate you. You keep my job safe, so I appreciate that. And also appreciate all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Obviously, again, without them, we wouldn't be able to even bring you this game, and we certainly wouldn't be able to bring you it for free. Remember, unlike other streaming services, we bring you these games for free. I want to just thank you again. And remember, stay tuned to our social medias for all the local sports content, our website, our morning show on 100.9 with Josh O'Meara on at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates. And follow, like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, to all of our other social medias, our website, our Facebook, Instagram, and our X or Twitter at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard again, the Bombers fall to the Cardinals 90-79. Well, wrapping up the Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. Tune in tomorrow for the Lady Bombers at the state tournament.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.